Hello, my lovelies. So, the vlog today is going to be a little interesting because I'm running late and I have a lot of errands to run, but I really wanted to get a vlog out. So we're going to chat while I do my face. Multitasking. I'm not the world's best multitasker at all. It requires most of my brain to do pretty much anything. But I can do makeup and talk at the same time. So anyways, I know a lot of you were probably wondering where the heck I've been. I went back to the WV, that would be West Virginia, because my grandma and pap went on vacation, well, sort of. They went to see my brother in Wisconsin, and they have a little pug, which some of you are familiar with, Chingling. But yeah, so they can't really leave her alone, or even like partially supervised, like Brutus's brother Einstein, my schnauzer. The brother belongs to Grandma Pap. His name is Einstein. Durr. So anyways, yeah, Einstein can be relatively, semi-supervised because, he's old like Brutus and he doesn't need a lot of excitement in his life. Bing, however, would have burnt the house down. Figured out a way, even though she doesn't have opposable thumbs, to burn the house down while they were gone. So I went up to house sit and doggy sit. And I got to spend a lot of good time with my mom and my niece and my brothers. And my other brother in Wisconsin came back. So it was really cool and it made me happy. So that's where I was. I got to hang out with some friends and whatever. So, okay. A few things I want to talk about while I fix my Crypt Keeper under eyes. While I was home in the WV, I got to hang out with my friend Corey, who I refer to as my beer guru, because he's really into craft beers. And he is the one that helped me to realize that I love stouts. For those of you that don't know, a stout beer is very dark beer. And I never would have thought that that would have been my bag. However, stout beers are not really good in the summertime because they're very heavy, as in you drink one beer and it feels like a meal. But yeah, they're my absolute favorite thing ever. So while I was home, I got to try Bell's Expedition Stout. It's a coffee stout. Stouts come in many kind of flavors. There's milk stout, and oatmeal stout, and maple stout, and coffee stout. You get the idea. Anyways, I do like coffee stout. I love a milk stout, like an oatmeal stout. Chocolate stouts, hit and miss. But that one was really good, and it was super wow. Yeah, so I really like that and recommend it if you are a stout lover. His favorite are IPAs, which I just can't get behind. As my friend Cindy says, it's like drinking dandelions. It's the hops. It's very floral kind of flavor. But he is bound and determined to find an IPA that I like. And I actually tried one that wasn't bad. It had like a maple undertone, so it really cut down on that floral. It was Dogfish Head 75-minute IPA, and it was good. I can do IPAs, usually right after a stout. An IPA is very kind of refreshing. I don't know. My old man likes IPAs too. They're just not my most favorite thing in the whole world, I have to say. But yeah, they aren't bad. So anyway, there are two beers that you may want to try. Oh, and it is fall. So you know what else fall means? That means all the hard ciders are out. And I found one that I really love. I've been drinking like either Woodchuck, which is okay, and that kind of thing. But I found one called Angry Orchard. Now they make a few different kind of flavors of hard ciders, which is alcoholic apple cider for you guys. But the best is the crisp apple. Cindy tried the dry, and she said it was not so hot. So I'm going to go with her and probably agree. But the crisp apple actually just tastes like apple cider. Only alcoholic. So I really liked it. So there are my fall libation recommendations, I guess. I love fall. I can't wait to taste more stouts. I don't want you guys to think like I'm an alcoholic or anything. I'm not. But, you know, a really good beer every now and then is just awesome. So, anyways, yes, there are your fall libations from me. Alrighty, so what's next? Oh, books. So, my friend Emma recommended a series to me, which was super sweet because Emma is, she really likes historical fiction, but she said she had just finally reached the point where she was like, oh God, no more. I have to read something else. So one of her friends recommended a fantasy series for her. And she knows, you know, I do urban fantasy and horror and high fantasy. They're kind of my deals. So she recommended, it's a series by Stephen Erickson called The Malazan Book of the Fallen. The last really awesome epic fantasy series that I read, you know, other than the whole Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin that may never be finished. This one is already finished, by the way, so yay. Yes, but other than George R.R. Martin, you know, I think Tad Williams is probably my favorite of the fantasy authors. I just like him. I like the way he writes. I own everything he's ever written. Anyways, yeah, this is so good, and it is convoluted. You gotta pay attention, kind of deal, which I'm totally okay with because I tend to read these sorts of things kind of back to back to back. So I'm groovy with that. Besides, the more you sort of get into it, the easier it is to keep, you know, your character straight and whatnot. But yeah, all my fantasy readers out there, seriously, highly recommend it. Highly. I don't got too much on that side now. I've noticed the left eye is way wrinklier than the right eye. I must squint more in that eye. I don't know. It's annoying. It should not happen. Age sucks. Don't get old. Just trust me on this one, ladies. Fight it. Moisturize. Oh, for God's sakes, moisturize. Yeah. So, yeah, so that, we did books. We did beer. What else? Oh, I went to the Highland Games. The Richmond, Celtic Festival and Highland Games, back in October. So I got to see a plethora of men in kilts. And I'm going to tell you right now, no man looks bad in a kilt. We need to see more man leg. I like a boy in a skirt. So anyways, so we went to the Highland Games, and I got this beautiful necklace and this bracelet. Nice. But yeah, we went to the Highland Games, and we got to see giant men throwing stuff. Those you guys that, you know, have me on Facebook got to see pictures, it was super fun. There's nothing quite like watching a very muscular man in a skirt throw a telephone pole. It's a caper, but still, it's a telephone pole. It's amazing. And it just so happened that my acoustic player in my band, John, had a heck of a hookup. So we actually got to sit with the contestants in their tent and, you know, have the best seats in the house and get to chat, which was cool. I even got hit on. Made me feel beautiful for a minute. I wore my hair down. That usually helps. So, yeah. But anyways, I do have to say, if you ever have a chance to attend a Celtic festival or a Highland festival, you should totally go. The food is great. The people there are awesome. There's so much to see. Although you'd really have to like the sound of bagpipes. Because it's pretty much non-stop. I love bagpipes, so I was groovy with that. I'm just saying. So, let me do my eyebrows. I know I've been doing my eyebrows. So many of you guys were commenting. So, any hoodles. I actually found a pencil that's kind of close. Any hoodles. Yeah, so yeah, I highly recommend Highland Festival. I still really wish we had a Ren Fest or a Ren Fair somewhere near me, because I want to go so bad. Unfortunately, there aren't any in my vicinity. Makes me sad. So, oh well. But, what else? What else have I done? TV. Oh! So, I've been watching, Sherlock, the BBC. New, rebooted Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my gosh. He's dreamy, isn't he? Really well written, really fun. I like all the callbacks to the original Arthur Conan Doyle stories, which is so cool. But yeah, I've really been enjoying that. I also enjoy the American version, the Elementary, with Lucy Liu in it. It's more, police procedural, you know, but I really like it too. So, yeah, that's really all. Well, I'm watching American Horror Story. And if that's your cup of tea, then you should watch it, because it is awesome. It's really hard to talk and do lip at the same time. Good enough. So, yeah. So there, we did my face. Yay! Now I don't look quite so scary as such. Perfume. Alright, well, that was it, pretty much. For now, I don't think it's quite time for me to do my November faves, but it's kind of sort of like a faves vid. Oh well. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I miss you, and I really missed you while I was gone and was kind of without a computer. That sucks. But yeah, so I'll have another vlog up probably next week or something. Maybe. It depends. Depends if I have anything to talk about. Like I ever run out of stuff to talk about. Seriously. But, yeah, any hoodles. So, I guess I will see you guys at a later date. Oh, and the hair. I was trying to kind of do, the hairstyle we did yesterday, the Seraphim Kiss, the top part. A lot of you guys, commented that it's very much like an Audrey Hepburn bun. Probably the Breakfast at Tiffany's bun. Mine's fallen a little bit. I have to work on it. It's super easy with half my hair. Pain in the butt with all my hair, because it's a bit heavy. So, I'm still going to give it a go. I was going to do it in the vlog today, but I need to futz with it a little more before I throw up the tutorial. But, this one should be fairly soon. It shouldn't take too much, too much finagling. So that we have that to look forward to. And you may be wondering about my bangs being weird. I had to use hairspray because they're long, but they're at the length that I can braid them in when I don't want them. And I'm debating cutting them or letting them get a little longer and just trying to keep a curl. I don't know. We'll see. Any hoodles, you guys. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!